Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video of Tokyo Ghoul Rebirth. Now today I just wanted to go ahead and cover some of the things that came to the game today in the new war, and as well as kind of something that people seem to be very confused about. I don't know if I phrased it as actively as I should have, and I apologize for it, but festival banners drop on Fridays. After the maintenance, when the start of a war begins, or just before the war begins, usually we get the festival banners data mined on the Tuesday, and Friday is when it drops. Without any data miners for global, we are going to have it where the banner's probably in there, and it'll probably drop on Friday if it is going to have something special. So right now, don't expect anything special until then, but save this week and try and get your grinding done, because this actually is a huge war. We'll go through it after I talk about why Nishiki is kind of trash. Because people already are asking, hey, should I pull for Orochi? Once again, premium summons are usually not that helpful. The fact that it's still a game launch commemorative premium summon shows they're still trying to bait it via calling it a global launch, because premium units just aren't worth it. And I'll kind of go through why he isn't that great of a unit because of himself. First of all, he has a max out of 9 AP. While that is helpful, he's mostly focused around his 11 durability plus 3, so he does do decent work. If you're trying to get a tank unit, granted tank units are very nothing nobodies most of the time. And his skills along the way also aren't anything too special. He has a plus 300 attack, which is only A rank. B rank defense up plus 200. Hiccups. Why every time? Durability up A by plus 3. So once again, nothing too special, and his final 10-10 skill is 15% crit rate, which for 10 SSR like Bikaku items, it is so not worth it to get only 15 crit chance. Like it's cool, granted, you can battle with the best of them, I'm sure. Literally anybody else is worth using the Bikakus on. They're so expensive that it's not really worth maxing characters out like that. And his skills themselves aren't anything too special as well. At the basic tier, at 20%, before he even gets the first upgrade, chance to inflict bleed for 1 turn, for 3 turns, sorry. Deals damage 4 times 1.6, nothing too special, and cures bleed status of entire front row. I don't know how often you encounter bleed status, but I personally don't do that all that often. So I personally don't think he's that worth it. And at 100% even, he gets a very good chance to inflict bleed on one enemy, meaning it's not guaranteed. And so you're doing a dice roll whether you end up getting the skill actually doing something or not. So that's kind of shitty, especially when his synergy is against bleeding characters do 1.5 times damage. If he can't guarantee that every turn he can bleed an enemy, he's not worth using. That's just because, like, if his only role that he's made for isn't guaranteed to be helpful, he's not a good presence on the team. And that's kind of why I believe that he's not really that worth it to pull on. Granted, you'll get him inside tickets later on, so he'll be available fairly easily from that. So it's just kind of a waiting game for that right now anyway. Additionally, Owl's still here. He's doing his own thing. I'd say this week just save until Friday. See what ends up coming around. Best case scenario, we get whatever banner we were talking about yesterday on the video, but who knows, to be honest. We could just get some random nothing. They are going in the same order that the original Japanese release did do, though, aside from the Owl. They did do Rihinami into Orochi. They did do Urie into Shirazu into someone else, but there's quite a few. Additionally, inside the war this season, they did something very interesting, in my own opinion. So you get the first reward here, which is the same thing as they had on JP for its first war. I realized that the Akira motto that they have here is the exact same one they had in the first war. She's okay. She's a dispatch, you know. She's good for any SSR dispatches are always helpful. But you only get 1 copy of her, because the only other reward is for a character is Vampire Shu Tsukiyama. I don't quite understand it, and I don't understand why they only put him into this, and they only have his only drop here at 720,000 points. Then beyond that, there's not one character. It's strange, because that means that you get no dupes for the Imato unless you rank, which the ranking, granted, isn't that bad. Hell, fucking top 1000 gets 2 copies of Tsukiyama and Mado, but even so, you don't get them to the end of the war, so typically, anyone who's grinding points doesn't really have any more dispatches to use as they go. Additionally, oh, I dispatched already, god damn it. So I'll talk about this right now. I probably have footage of it somewhere. I'll try and look for it, because I think I dispatched on recording before. Who knows? I'll put it up if I can. So on this menu, there's Ward 20 and Ward 14, of which have the new Halloween units released as well. So Tsukiyama is inside the point rewards. However, the other 3, Kaneki, in his weird count outfit, and Aogiri Witch Toka are inside Ward 20, so you want to try and put your SSRs such as Arima, Owl, stuff like that, their dispatches inside there to get the better drops. You want to get at least 1 copy of every one of them. Then Ward 14 has the Furry Nishiki, of which is just chilling there. So like, if you're down to go get all of those, try and dispatch those intentionally and get the best possible drops off of them. Guarantee your success. Go ahead and pop on your Owl, pop on your Arima, pop on, I don't even know what else. Use it. Everyone, just try and get the best possible drops. That's what I personally did here. And hopefully when Ward 20, I don't even know where it is, when Ward 20 comes back, we'll be having a good time. But yeah, that is kind of everything I wanted to cover for right now in the war. We will have the raids coming back. They did come back today, but unfortunately, both bosses were murdered in cold blood before I logged in. I am personally currently on Ghoul. Ghoul usually ends up losing for the first section of the war, then afterwards makes a comeback, so I'm hoping for the best there. I personally will be pushing up to 10 million points on stream, so if you want to come on over there, we can do that and have a good time during this week. And yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to cover. Just a lot of now waiting until Friday and doing a bunch of grinding once the dispatches come back, and I'm going to try and max out my Owl, obviously. Expect me to put one of the first ones I try and get higher and higher and higher, because getting that plus 2 AP at tier 7 sure does sound good. Plus, at the end tier, reducing incoming skill damage by 30% is really good for bosses. So I'm excited about it. It doesn't have anything too special aside from that, but I'm still happy with what we currently are rocking. Either way, thank you for watching. The speculation video that we made yesterday hopefully will end up coming into fruition on Friday. And I'll see you guys then. Take it easy. Enjoy the war. And if you get the Kaneki or Toka or Nishiki, feel free to tweet me. Bye for now.